guys, what's going on? This is Steve Spanos here with my Pan deck profile. We're here at Brothers Grimm. We had the store preliminary today. I walked away with my Nationals invite. I played Pan today. It was really good. I've been playing this leader for like the whole format, and I think she's really solid and underrated. Some matchups are tough and feel impossible, but when played right, the leader's really good still. So we're just gonna get right into it. So Pan as a leader. Playing 4 intensified power trunks. It's a given. It's probably the best one drop in the game right now. Not much more to say about it. It's our gateway to the chain attacks. 15k crit. So 3 bodyguard Legic. It's free, and you know, as one of the great players in the game, Anthony Hernandez, said, like, you can't go wrong with free. Free is really good. It's especially good when you're getting a +1 off of it, and it's a blocker. So we play those. It can be a bit of a dead draw late game, but it's always good energy. It's Pan, so you gotta have 4 double shot Super Saiyan Vegeta. This card is fantastic. It's always good to just open up, charge, and you know, you keep these on the mulligans, obviously. It's just a really great card. Another body, something to go at it with Freehan, which is, like, you know, one of the deck's biggest weaknesses is attacking into Freehans and such. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 burst attack Gohan. This card's super broken. Everyone knows it's broken. The deck is a lot about playing your Zeno now with the new ruling. I don't know if everyone knows, but in case you don't, now you can draw 6 off of chain attack Zeno instead of 5. That's a pretty recent ruling that we got within the past month. So the deck is a lot about getting a good Zeno off and swinging advantage in your favor. And after Zenoing, you want to draw cards like Burst Attack Gohan. You want to draw cards like Forcing Hit. I can't say enough good about this card. When this card isn't good, it's a good 5. When this card isn't good for drawing, it's a good 5k shield and it's good energy. And it's crit, so you can still play it. 3 Fearless Plan. This is a good closer. The more I play this deck, the less good she feels. It's not an aggro deck, but having a barrier blocker, which gives her whole board +5 double strike, it can put you over the top, it can give you lethal at times. Still very worth playing, especially with chain attack. So this is more of a tech. 2 Terra Assault Frost. So with the new Vegeta running around, it's a big problem for the deck. This helps us get over it with ease and get over any other problem cards. If your opponent is swinging with a Combo Killer Analaza or Burst Attack Piccolo, this is like the antidote. This is the answer. You can chain attack it. It's got double strike. This is a really solid card and well worth the mana cost. And like I said, you can chain attack it, so a lot of the time you don't even have to pay it. But really good card. We've got 3 Pride and Justice Topo. I wish I could play 4, but 3 is good enough. You see it enough. A lot of the time you don't have the 2 energy to use it. A lot of the time I play it on my own turn and use it to clear board. We play blue in this deck, so comboing Topo with Bean is really powerful. It's like a machine gun Topo. This is what I like to call it. 4 Foreseeing Hit. I don't even have to talk about this card. Everyone knows how busted it is. Like I said before, deck's about Zeno. What do you want to draw after playing a Zeno? You want to draw this. Super good card, super good closer. Just the knowledge you get alone. So yes, just the knowledge you get alone from playing it is just, it's so broken. Obviously, the given 4 chain attack. I'm not even going to talk about it. Y'all already know. 4 super combos. Moving into our extra cards, we've got 2 Unending Awakening. This card is a super solid negate. Sometimes it clashes with the blue energy, but the Bean effect synergizes really well with our next extra card, Sensu Bean. So I think if I had one thing to change about the deck after playing the preliminary, it would be to probably bump this up to 3 or 4. The card's just really solid. You can't go wrong with it. Sensu Bean, you need to play blue in this meta. You can't go without it. The Bean and Unending Awakening together help you survive. Super solid for surviving and making big plays and whatnot. Surviving kill turns. 4 Wiz Coercion, awesome negate. I don't even got to talk about it. Just, you know, a free negate. Can't go wrong with that. It goes right along with the theme of Pan being a defensive leader. Obviously, 3 Zeno. This is the most important card of the deck. Almost every game that you win, you play this card because most of these SS3 leaders are going to... we got pizza at Brothers Grimm. So most of these SS3 leaders are going to out-advantage you. They're going to have a whole bunch of cards, and you're not going to have nearly as many. This is how you even the playing field. This is how you level the playing field late game, and this is how you get up on advantage on them and make your comeback to try to win the game. This card's busted. I don't know if they're ever going to do something about it, but until then, I'm going to keep abusing it. And finally, 2 Scientist Foos. Obvious good card is obvious. I love drawing 3 cards with this. Super busted. Now, that is the main board. We're going to move on to the extra, or the side deck. So in my sideboard, I sideboarded 1 Unending Awakening. Honestly, I didn't use this card as much as I should have today. In hindsight, it would have been better to side it in more matchups. But yeah, I already talked about this. It's good. I'll probably move it into the main board. 1 Foo Shrouded. This was my tech against Apes. Unfortunately, I grossly underestimated how good Apes were going to be with the Goten. The setup that deck has is just unreal, and the matchup is borderline unwinnable. I'm not going to lie. But if you can get there, which likely you're not unless unless your opponent misplays, you can sideboard in Foo and see what happens. In long games, this card comes in clutch. You're gonna know when to put it in and when not to. It might be on the chopping block. 3 Haru Haru. Yeah, there's not a lot of green and yellow leaders, but when there are, it's basically an insta-win. You chain attack this, and then chain attack is free. This card is just so freaking good when it's live. I got to use it once today against the Cell Chain player, and you know, people are gonna play weird decks. 3 Time Control Cronoa. I didn't want to get Ginyu'd, so I played it. 1 more Terrasol Frost for any decks that are playing 3 or more Vegetos. I put this card in. Like I said before, really solid card. But I wouldn't bump it up to 3 in the main board. This the sideboard is a perfect home for Frost, so we'll leave it at that. 2-dimensional Banisher Foo. Anytime I felt like I needed more removal, or I was playing an Ape player and I needed to kill a Bardock or something like that, I would side these babies in any time. So they're always solid. I used to main board them, but with blue-green SS3 running around and the whole deck having barrier, it can be so dead sometimes, whereas Scientist Foo is going to be good all the time, so I choose to main board that instead. And 4 Dependable Robot Giru. This is for any aggro matchup, any matchup where I feel like I'm just taking on too much water, taking too much damage early game, in other words. And it's free. Like I said before, you can't go wrong with free. Great card to side in. And yeah, that is the deck. So I just want to do a couple quick shout-outs. Shout-outs to my locals, Brothers Grimm. It's the best local you can play at, one of the most competitive locals there is. We got AAA, Aaron Anthony Abraham, the creator of the discussion group, who runs shit around here. We're pretty lucky to have him, so shout-out to Aaron. And shout out to my friend Sean Callahan. We play test all the time. That guy's been so solid for me. And shout out to my team, the Wiseguys. I just got picked up by them, and I'm super excited to see all our players doing really well. I know we have a couple guys who are killing it in New Jersey right now at the Pi Games store preliminary. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Take care.